We're talking about Wednesday for a second. So the show Wednesday, actually, we've been talking about a little bit. We mentioned it, I think it was last week. This is just a little soft conversation on before we get into our Critics' Choice Award topic. And Wednesday, they've been talking about season 2 is happening. And actually, Jenna Ortega said during the red carpet of the Golden Globes that she was asked about season 2. And she said this.
I have seen nothing and I know nothing. I feel like sometimes as an actor, you're just kind of told what to do. I'm waiting on it. I think they're just starting to get a writer's room together. So maybe soon.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. And you hear about this. It's like, as an actor, they always ask these questions to actors. It's like the show just got done airing. Like, when's season 2 coming? When's season 2 coming? It happens all the time. But most of the time, you don't know until you get the script. Sometimes you don't get the script until you're actually like shooting because they're so top secret of it. They could announce something, but it could be 5-6 months later when they actually start shooting. So this is one of those things too. I'm like, leave her alone. It's coming. We're going to do a full open, like, spoiler talk on this very soon, probably this week. We have to finish watching it. We started watching it. Chris and Joanna, have you heard about this show? And what do you think about an actor being actually asked like this so early on?
I'm glad you asked, Brian. I haven't watched the show. I have heard about it. I've heard lots of good things. It's definitely on my list of things. I love the Addams Family, so I love the concept, and I love Christina Ricci, who obviously did it in the movies, which is the last set of the Addams Family movies that I watched. My feelings on them asking actors and someone not even just asking, like, I get the ask, but I don't get like the probing. Like, you must know something that you're not telling us. Like, please spill the beans. And I'm like, did I double up as a producer and no one told me? Like, did I not get the pay cut for that? Like, if I am not a producer, do not assume that I know stuff just because you're assuming things or because you want breaking news. Like, that's not how that works, as far as I'm concerned.
They don't have to have an idea.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Not even a little bit. No, that's so not true. I mean, think about multi-camera shows, dude. Think about multi-camera shows. You literally have a table read on the first day that you're shooting, right? And then, like on multi-camera shows, like on any sitcom, you have a table read the first day that you start, the first day you shoot 5 days. It's a 5-day episode arc, right? So let's say Monday you have a table read. Then on Tuesday you start rehearsing. Wednesday you rehearse. Thursday you shoot. Friday you shoot. And next week, the next Monday, you have a table read for the next episode. Like they're working and rewriting and doing all the shit to the episode. Like you get the episodes as they come. Like there's no, like, even if they have the whole season written, the actor is not going to have all of those scripts.
But
like,
we're not.
You work with what you're doing. No, any sitcom, Chris, any sitcom.
Agreed with what Sabrina's saying. Unless somebody has signed a multi-season deal where they're like, Wednesday was so big, like we're gonna come back for 3 more seasons and we're gonna sign Jenna Ortega up for three more seasons, then Jenna don't know. And she's not obliged to them. Like if she picked up something else and they were like, Wednesday was amazing, we want to shoot it, they would either shoot it around something else that she was set to do, or they would have to wait until that thing was over. They wouldn't be like, well, we shot this show and you are required to do it. No, she's not required.
She's not, but I think she has a little.
Well, she might have a little bit of inside info, but like the scripts are probably not written.
Not
I
so
feel like they just
storyline. You know what I mean? Like
no. I'm saying
they might have given her some story arc for like, but I don't think they planned on a season 2 initially. I think it was just to be a 1-season deal. And I mean, Tim Burton did it, so you wouldn't think that he would want to commit that much time to an ongoing series. But I'd be surprised if he comes back to direct.
I think too, as an actor, especially an actor who had been on 1 season of a show, I'd be like, I'm not trying to get fired. So like, I'm not going to do anything unless I got permission. Like somebody told me, like, hold on 1 second, let me just grab my phone real quick and see if I can get my manager on the phone.
If it was a hit show and I would be like, are we coming back? Like what? Like,
what's happening with this?
I would be maybe, because I'm insane.
Chris would be like, I'm gonna need some new Gucci's. Can I buy those, or is my wife gonna get like I did not get a second season deal?
And what we had a comment from Jukebox Fast too. She said that Morticia and Gomez didn't have much chemistry, which I agree upon. That was probably the worst part of the show that I've seen is the actual casting for Gomez. Gomez is supposed to be like this like slick kind of debonair person, and on the show he is definitely not.
Interesting.
definitely not.
Yeah, and they don't have chemistry. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, like I mean,
have more chemistry apparently in this moment.
Like when he smiles, I'm like, hide your kids, hide your wife. That's what I say.
Great.
That's what
Shout
I
out to Antoine Dotson, y'all.
And Catherine Zeta-Jones has to kiss this guy, and I'm like, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. That's all I'm saying.
That's great. And you got that right.
Antoine Dotson, I love that.
I love that.
That auto tune was the OG, my favorite auto tune. That was like what started it all for me.
So good.
Sabrina, are you enjoying the show?
Tell that.
Sabrina,
Yeah.
You are enjoying the show. What do you think about Gomez, and what do you think about the show? You know, about probing her for another season.
Probing.
Well, I don't like anyone being probed. I think it's very rude. Like I said before, like I don't think she really knows anything. And of course, people are going to ask. Like, you know, that was like the news that came out right before the red carpet. So of course, people are going to ask her that. But you know, I think it's totally normal, you know, for her to be like, I'm not really sure. She actually said more than I thought she would say. Like, I would probably be like, look, I have no idea. I'm just thrilled to have a job. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I would throw it back on them and be like, have you heard anything?
Yeah, you probably know more than me at this point, honestly, because I didn't read the article that you read. I just was told that we got greenlit for season 2. But I think she is fantastic in it. I honestly wasn't really like, it wasn't something that interested me. Hearing about it, I was like, meh. But then I started watching it because it's gotten such good reviews and there's been a lot of hype surrounding it. And it's like the second most watched series on Netflix so far. So I was like,
Dahmer, who dominated.
Yeah, Dahmer's crazy. But yeah, so
wasn't
Stranger Things. This season, I mean.
What about the other show, the British show with all the sex?
The British Baking Show
with all the sex.
The period Bridgerton.
Oh, Bridgerton, yes.
Most watched show on Netflix.
All of the sex.
I don't know.
And a lot of sex.
All of the sex.
I don't know anything about Bridgerton or the sex or the Englishness.
We have to talk about that show another time.
Oh. Yeah,
we'll talk about Bridgerton sometime. But yeah, Wednesday, we'll see what happens with it. I'm excited to see the rest of it. Sabrina, you have anything else to say about before we move on?
No, just I wanted to mention that it was heavily nominated for the Golden Globes, but it was not nominated for anything at all at the Critics' Choice Awards, which I thought was interesting. There was a complete snub to the whole series. Like there was 0 nominations for it, which I thought was odd because it was so heavily nominated at the Golden Globes.
And there was quite a bit of differences between the Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice Awards.
Yes,
which are interesting too.
They announced the SAG Award nominees, and there's also a lot of difference between the Golden Globe and the SAG nominees as well.